kitchen mop, an old fur coat with a bird on top, a moving mess of unpleasantness. Good grief, what a mess! Eggshells, porridge, fell meringue. Is this Prince Amir up in jam? In toast and ketchup, you'll never guess. Oh no, what a mess! Though he's not a pretty sight, he really tries to do things right. With a mother who's tall and slim, I wonder how she ever thought of him. A short-cut, scruffy Afghan hound, a more foul creature you've never found. A tangled bundle of bristliness. Good grief, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess.
What a Mess was enjoying the mid-morning snooze in his basket. He was dreaming his favourite dream for the 17th time. The one in which the brave and fearless young Afghan puppy, Prince Amir of Kinjan, was hunting a ferocious, man-eating snow leopard for the king in the Khyber Pass. But halfway through his dream, loud voices disturbed his slumber. "I looked in a moment ago," a lady was saying in the next room, "and he was fast asleep. I'm sure there's something wrong with him. We must take him to the vet." For a few moments, these frightful words didn't penetrate. What a Mess's mouth was still mentally watering from the huge joint of succulent beef oozing with juices which the king had given him in his dream. Suddenly, the word vet got through, and What a Mess became very wide awake indeed. The vet! The puppy was through the back door within the blink of an eyelid. Down the garden raced the puppy, pausing only when he thought he was safe. He was panting so hard his head was in a cloud. "We are all hot and bothered, aren't we?" said a voice. And there beside him, appearing silently from nowhere, was the cat next door. "What are you running about like that for?" asked the cat. They want to take me to the vet," panted the puppy, "because they think I sleep too much." "When my family tried to take me to the vet," said the cat, "I just scratch and scratch and scratch, and then I run up to the top of a tree. That's what you should do. They won't reach you at the top of a tree." You're right, said the puppy. "I'll be as safe as houses up there. Thanks so much. You are clever. How do I get up there?" "Follow me," said the cat. And in a moment, she was quietly licking her tail on the topmost branch of the tall oak tree. What a Mess managed to pull himself up to the lowest branch, a good 3 feet above the ground. There he got stuck. He glanced downwards, which was a mistake. He felt dizzy, and the garden seemed to move about below him. What a Mess, suffering from a terrible headache and a large bruise beginning to swell up on the side of his head, he heard the man shout, "I'll fetch a cardboard box from the garage. We can take him to the vet in that." Up shot What a Mess once again and hurtled out of the house like a hairy rocket. This time he made straight for his hiding place in the garden shed and waited in terror, scarcely breathing. Suddenly he heard the crunch of gravel outside. The latch on the shed door slowly lifted. What a Mess jumped out of the shed window and galloped towards the front gate at full tilt. The visitor at the garden shed was only the cat next door. "Wait," she cried to the fleeing puppy. "I've had another idea." Too late. She watched as What a Mess cleared the front gate. "I'll definitely be taken to the vet now," he thought to himself miserably. This time he didn't chance going back to his nice, comfortable basket. Instead, he hid in a cold hole he knew under the old barn. His head was throbbing most painfully, and he was wondering how many years he would have to stay hidden, growing hungrier and thinner every day, when the cat next door made another appearance. "Why didn't you stop when I called?" cried the cat next door. "I found a perfect way to avoid you being dragged off to the vet." "How?" asked What a Mess without hope. "Disguise," said the cat next door. "You disguise yourself as something else, and your family won't recognize you. You can walk about the house as though you were invisible." What a Mess looked dubious. "What do you think I should disguise myself as?" "A cake," said the cat next door. "A big, huge cake. Do you think that'll work?" "Course it'll work. Who ever heard of a cake being taken to the vet?" The puppy thought about it and had to admit that he hadn't. He waited by the back door until he saw that the coast was clear. Then he made his way to the kitchen. He started making his cake mixture with 3 dozen eggs from the refrigerator, several bottles of milk, 4 bags of flour, some golden syrup and a bunch of bananas. It was a fruit cake. Then he jumped into the white, gluey, lumpy mixture. Confident that he wouldn't be recognized, he walked down the hall towards the drawing room where everyone was gathered. Unfortunately, the cake mixture suddenly began to hum. The cat, who was watching from the drawing room, rolled about with laughter. At that moment, What a Mess heard the girl of the house shout, "It's all right, he's woken up. We won't have to take him to the vet after all." And Swifty, the family tortoise, walked slowly past. As the girl picked up Swifty, she saw What a Mess and screamed. When his mother saw him in his basket, she said, "I will never understand you. Here you are in your basket, 2 painful bruises on your head, you've been scrubbed down, your coat's been combed out, everything you hate, and there you lie, happy as a sandboy." "I don't know whether you noticed, Mummy," said What a Mess, "but when the girl saw me in the hall, she was so startled, she dropped Swifty on the cat next door. They've just taken the cat next door to the vet." And What a Mess fell into a blissful sleep.
A compost heap, a kitchen mop, an old fur coat with a bird on top, a moving mess of unpleasantness. Good grief, what a mess! Eggshells, porridge, veal meringue. Is this Prince Amir up in jam? In toast and ketchup, you'll never guess. Oh no, what a mess! Though he's not a pretty sight, he really tries to do things right. With a mother who's tall and slim, I wonder how she ever thought of him. A short-haired, scruffy Afghan hound, a more foul creature you've never found. A tangled bun